Welcome to Crappens. Don't wait a week for a new video. Join our Patreon at the Crappens On Demand level for instant recap access. Link in description. Enjoy the show.
Well, hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, the podcast for all that crap we love to talk about on ye old brovs. I'm Ronnie. That's Ben. Hello, Ben. How's it going?
Hi,
babe?
Ronnie. How are you? Happy Halloween.
Well, happy Hallow, babes. Happy birthday. Everybody, I don't know why I said that. Happy birthday. I was going to say you little devil, but you're not a little devil, are you? And you know, growing up religious, instead of having Halloween, we had All Saints Day. And that was more religious. You went and bobbed for apples and stuff. And then your parents were like, sinners probably put razors in those kids, so be careful. It's like, you can't have me stick my head underwater and bob for an apple and tell me there might be a razor, but be careful. Like, what kind of fucking advice is that? How about don't take your children to a or a blade infested apple drowning ceremony for Christians?
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to everyone. I hope everyone's having a lovely Halloween. You did wish me happy birthday. My Halloween costume is me celebrating my birthday. That's what I've decided. That's what I'm dressed as. My birthday. Oh. It's not my birthday suit.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks for that. That's nice. We're not starting that kind of show yet.
No.
I saw my birthday suit yesterday because I have a lot of mirrors in this house now. Well, just in the bathroom and the closet. And wow, that was quite I just stared at it. It's like, wow, so this is what I live in. Interesting. Anyway, everybody, welcome to the show. Today is Real Housewives of New York Day. So if you're wondering why we're going off tangent and talking about random things, it's because it's Real Housewives of New York Day, and that's how we roll. We are late with this one, pero we had some confusion with a note taker, a new note-taking guy, and so we didn't have notes. So we did Beverly Hills instead. So that's a trailer trash, which would normally be a Patreon. So it's a freebie, so you guys can see what is on our Patreon. We do trailer trashes all the time over there. And later this week, we'll be doing our Southern Charm trailer trash over on Patreon. It's also available as a Crappens On Demand, which is a video version of this podcast, which we do every day. So you can watch this instead by being a member at patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens. It's new now. It's all monthly. It's very easy and streamlined now to go over there and sign up. It's not a pain. It's not confusing anymore. We have fixed it with the help of the lovely people at Patreon, and we look forward to seeing you over there. Also, there's a really fun community chat for live shows. If you guys are into making each other laugh as the show airs, a bunch of people go on the Patreon live chats now, and it's pretty funny. It's getting pretty funny. It's getting downright riotous. So go check it out, and thank you, everybody, for your support. Okay, Burger King is $17. So what's on your mind, Ben?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what's on my mind. RHONY. What an exciting show. I will say I was like, oh yeah, maybe I actually want to go back and watch Clueless. I haven't watched Clueless in so long. So I don't know. I guess that's what's on my mind. What's on your mind?
Nothing. Just doing this episode, and then
Halloween.
Halloween. My niece is coming. I'm going to go to Katie Cazorla's little big Halloween party tonight, so that should be fun.
Oh, that's fun.
And I'm just excited to live my life. But for now, let's talk about this show, Real Housewives of New York. Now, listen, we're entering the season with a new positive attitude. We've rebooted our attitudes because at the end of last season, this show got a little rough for us at the end of last season. But we're entering this with a new attitude. The show needs to follow suit because the show is entering with the same old attitude. Bravo, listen to your fucking audience and take some notes every once in a while. How do you get through that whole season last year and say, you know what? Let's get more boring people and do even less. Let's have people do even less. Nobody has to show their lives. Nobody has to do anything. Just have them show. If your cast wants to leave in the middle of a party to get a spray tan instead of sitting there at work, let them do that. Sounds like a great idea, Brin. You're already having a fucking great season. So why not just drop everything and go get a fucking spray tan during a work event? What the hell is going on over there? Everybody get in this goddamn office. We're having a meeting. Reboot the reboot. That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've actually had a rebooted attitude. I think I've been actually pretty chill about this new season, and I've been enjoying it. But yeah, I think it's just hard when this show airs when we have much more exciting stuff happening on Bravo. I mean, you look at Potomac, you look at Orange County, you look at Salt Lake City, and these are shows where you have people acting ridiculously. And, some would say the selling point of New York is that they're just like chill ladies. I get that.
That's
But
not a selling point. That's a
this
different
is,
network.
I'm not going to lie, it's a little rough. It's a little rough. I mean, it's a little hard just sitting there watching this fun party that only half the people dress for. This is a cast of alleged fashionistas. Only like half of them know how to dress for Clueless. And then you just have Erin honking her way through it like, I don't feel close to her. I'm like really upset by her. And I'm like, okay, well, this is thrilling TV. Thrilling TV.
Not one person cut their hair in solidarity with me being mad at Jenna. I'm so upset about it. Erin just deciding she's going to be mad at Jenna literally
Out
for
of
no
nowhere.
reason. Just for
Well, I
no
mean,
reason.
listen, you got to give her props for at least trying to start some sort of, storyline here. She's like, well, we're kind of languishing, so let me go after the big dog. So I'm mad at Jenna. Yeah, it's not.
Okay. You have no reason to be. And you're obviously just teaming up with Brin, who's like not the one to be teaming up with, especially this year, to take down
No.
Jenna. Jenna doesn't do anything. You don't have to take Jenna down. Jenna's already down. What does Jenna do? Jenna's in like an extended nap. Now, Jenna's the best part of the show. For me, she's the funniest part. And she's probably, even though she's refusing to show her life, like her lover and all that, she's still probably the most, I find, herself on the show because she is so like,
Yeah.
my spirit and my art. She really is a flaky rich New Yorker, who's trying like
Yeah.
the new age bullshit on us. And I like that. I think she's very good. She's very entertaining to watch. And it's hilarious watching these girls try to bring her down for literally no reason. And she's not going to fall for it because she doesn't care about you. Do you know what I mean, Erin? This woman does not care if she hangs out with the CEO of Homegirl part-time designs in New York City.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody cares, Erin. Okay. Were you going to withhold your friendship? Please do. It's like it's a Costco saying, you know what? I'm not going to serve you gelatinous, bubbly chicken today. Is that okay? Yes, it's okay. Keep your gelatinous, flabby chicken. I don't want it.
Yeah, I'm also growing increasingly concerned about the Raquel situation, as in, I don't totally understand why she's a full-fledged Real Housewife. She's cool. She's a very cool person. Like, I would love to be friends with her, but I don't understand like what value she's really bringing to this cast so far. She told a very lovely story last week, but I'm like, okay, Raquel. If anything, Rebecca Minkoff is the one that cracks me up the most, and the one time I actually like just laughed out loud this episode was when they did a montage of Rebecca being boring, and I was dying. I was like, that's like my kind of thing. Like I'm like, why don't they like? Why is she just not a full-fledged housewife? I would love to see her just leading her like her boring and strange Rebecca Minkoff life.
Yeah.
Doing stupid things like probably picking up there's probably some child in her life named like Jax or Cruz, and she has to pick him up from some sort of like, kiddie yoga. It's like, we're doing Lego yoga with Jax today, so I'm gonna pick him up. Like, I would love to see that. But instead we've got Raquel, who's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get on a motorcycle today. I'm like, I don't even know what Raquel did this week.
Raquel's new, so I'm giving her some grades. And I think also the auditions for this show aren't like, wow, how fabulous and like wacky are these? Like how extreme are these personalities? Which I'm not even going to do the old New York. Who cares? That's over now. I think it was time for that to end. Personally, I know that we don't necessarily agree, but I think that it was time for that to end. So I'm all for a reboot in general, but I think that the auditions need to be like how entertaining these people can be. And I think now it's like, guys, let's do a new modern version of it where we get in touch with like what maybe a modern generation would be in touch with. Trauma, constant fucking talk about trauma and victimization. Literally the whole time. Sai, you're gonna bury your mother's ashes on really? This was last. I'm so sorry. This is so cool. This is cold to say, and I'm sorry. And I'm not just saying it to be funny. I feel like kind of manipulated. Like, that's your mother's death. That's so sad. And that was also your storyline last season. Like, how long are you going to keep bringing it on just for the trauma? We get to see you pick out lettuce and then bury your mother. Why am I watching you bury your mother? We just talked about this all last season. I can't have every season be about everybody's dead parents. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. I watch this for enjoyment. What are you doing to me? Picking lettuce and burying people? Come on.
Hot take. I enjoyed the ashes scene. I know. I thought it was sweet. I think it was just because that little boy cried, and I was like, "Oh, little boy."
It was sad.
But
It's just
but
like
I think
when nothing is going on the show and it's all centered on trauma, it's usually a mixture of this is their real pain that they're going through. But the fact that it's like this was an all last season thing, we got the feeling of it, and now it's like we need to shoot, we need to do this on the screen. It's like why? It's not like we've never seen anybody spread ashes or do anything like that. I'm not saying that. And I'm not trying to pick on her specifically. I'm just saying, like, they need something, and that's not it. They don't need more trauma and sadness. They've got enough of that. They need more
they need
fun and
they
personality.
need more. Yeah, they there's just not a lot of personality, and I think that the way that they approach the show, I think that Bravo has handled this show in a way where they've just sort of taken a tonal exception with RHONY, where they want to make it, I think, more aspirational. Maybe it's sort of like the Beverly Hills school, but Beverly Hills is messy and has like genuine darkness going on. And I think they're trying to make it like these are the people you want to like be friends with. These are the people that you would love to see their fabulous lives in New York City. And it's like, no, I think with New York City, we want to go behind, the veil of the super rich, the old money that are acting heinously. And it doesn't mean like I'm not gonna keep saying like, oh my God, bring back old RHONY. Like it's fine that we've moved on from that. But I think that like Bravo has, as we've said many times before, they've abandoned the camp factor with this show. There's nothing really funny about this show. I think the show thinks it's being very like clever and funny. Like we're having a Clueless party. Just look at the clunky way the episode opens up. They just aren't able to do it. They try. Other shows do it, like Potomac and Salt Lake City open up with like a silly intro. But this show, it just like falls flat in this really strange way. And I just don't think that I don't think that they know how to handle whatever mandate Bravo has given them.
Yeah. So we're sticking with it. We're not giving up, and I'm rooting for the new New York. I've always been rooting for it. I liked it most of last season. It just didn't get me crazy until towards the end, when it was the constant Aaron with the and that brought it down, I think. But I'm rooting for it. I think that there is something that they could do there. I just don't think they're doing the right thing, and they need to listen to the audience, please, for Christ's sake, people. Listen and look at your ratings because they're tanking. Like, listen, people, because it's not only about this city to me, it's about the whole thing. You can't take something that you've built for 20 years and then be like, guess what? We're not fun anymore. Like, no, you can't do that. It's not, you need to be fun. Be fun.
Yeah. I think the saddest state of affairs is the fact that here we are a day later, we're a day late with our recap, and it was like crickets with our social media. Like no, like when we put an episode of Below Deck on Patreon for the last season because we had to, and tweets, messages, DMs. What about that episode? We need to see the episode. This one, it's like it was like it had no impact. Like, oh, there's no recap for RHONY today. Okay, like no one cared.
They're like, we don't blame you, buddy.
I mean, despite my complaining, I think this season is better than last season. So, but that's because I thought last season was honestly like abysmal. But I was like, man, this is sort of sad state of affairs.
All right, well, let's get to it. So the Clueless party. So we get a wacky Clueless inspired montage, and Jessel's doing a voiceover, copying the Clueless dialogue of Cher, Alicia Silverstone, describing what's happened so far this evening. Okay.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, is this a Lancome commercial or what? But I actually have a way normal life for a New York girl. The only problem is my friend group is a total Monet. From afar, we're fabulous, but up close, it's a total mess. It's like Pavit's mouth after he's had a fried chicken sandwich out of a dumpster from the Upper West Side. It's worse than the Pismo Beach disaster, which is what I also call Pavit.
Then we get a shot of Pavit and Jessel's closet, and it has like a dry cleaning thing that rotates around to show all the different meats that Pavit has been reviewing from the fried chicken store and the hot dog stand. They're super rich. And then after that fun, we go to Sai and her husband to a nursery because, well, first of all, Sai's like, God, coffee? You know what? I feel like coffee like sticks to your tongue. I need gum. And he's like, yeah, after coffee, I need gum. I love that we're here for Sai realizing that coffee makes your breath stink, because that's a big moment, you know?
Either that or all this time she thought peanut butter was coffee. She's like, I don't know why people drink this in the morning. It doesn't wake me up. Just sticks in my mouth.
How does this wake people up? I'm literally exhausted from swallowing all of that. So she's like, we need lettuce, lots of lettuce. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Look at all the stuff that we need. So much lettuce. I can't wait to buy lettuce. That sums up this show. People excited to buy lettuce. Who gets excited to buy lettuce?
Wait,
it's lettuce.
People excited to buy lettuce? I was like, well, now this is what I'm into.
It's an accoutrement.
If I go to Whole Foods one more time and spend $400 on 3 bags of groceries that look nothing like my fridge, I'm gonna go crazy. But for whatever reason, Whole Foods has me in a chokehold.
I'm like, because you live in Brooklyn, so you're like the moment you cross over that bridge, you have to swear an oath to only purchase things from Whole Foods and flea markets. So
no, not me. I was a C-town boy, tried and true in Brooklyn when I lived there. I lived right across from a C-town. That was my place. I fucking loved it. Yeah, this whole lettuce thing. Also, the Whole Foods observation is true, but I feel like in this economy, and honestly, I know that I sound a boomer saying stuff like that. And I'm not even a boomer, but I know that I keep saying like in this economy, but seriously, Burger King being $17 last week has sent me over the edge, and I'm never going to recover. Like, I can't get over that we live like this now. And I went to Whole Foods because I was like, well, fuck, if I'm going to pay $17 for a whatever Burger King, I'm going to go get some Whole Foods. It was cheaper. The salad that I got was cheaper than the Burger King at Whole Foods. That's how upside down we are right now in the world, people. Okay, vote.
Wow.
I don't know, vote for who.
Those Amazon subsidiaries. Well, apparently inflation is actually like extremely low, but the problem is the prices haven't come down. And it's driving me nuts. Why don't you just drop the prices? But the fucking companies will not drop their prices.
Well, it's already doubled. Nothing in the world ever goes backwards. Nothing is like, oh, hey, let's just start charging $2 for bread. Like, it's just not.
It's like with It's like with airlines, you know, like when the gas prices are up, they're like, well, we got to raise ticket prices, but then the gas prices go back down. It's like, those ticket prices need to come back down also? Nope. Okay, sure. That's fine.
Yeah. So now they can, Okay. So the economy, right? So then Sai's like, oh my God, these tomatoes are aggressive. And he goes, what are they called? Sai de Silvas.
Wow, sick tomato burn. She goes, you know what? I'm not a fighter. I'm more of a Zen person now. He goes, oh, you're a Zen tomato. So anyway, this show's it's really just like it's operating on all cylinders right now.
Sai's going to grow her own garden because she is sick of paying for Whole Foods. Let me tell you what, pay for Whole Foods. Growing lettuce is not fun, okay? I've never seen one person on TV. Actually, I did see one person who was like, I love growing lettuce. It's all I love to do. I grew this kind of lettuce and some romaine over there, some baby lettuce here. And he was really, really chubby, by the way, which I was like, wow, what are you eating that with? Because I always think of lettuce as, diet stuff, not just something you eat to enjoy. Well, I guess it's also a blue cheese vehicle. I'm really setting myself on my own path today. But he enjoyed making lettuce, but I've never heard of anybody enjoying growing lettuce. It sounds horrible.
I tried to grow lettuce, and it was fun. I did grow lettuce, and here's the thing. You know who loves lettuce more than us? Pests. My goodness. It was like a aphid hotel. And then one day it got hot, so then all the lettuces developed giant lettuce erections, and that's when that happens. You're like, well, the lettuce is done. They all go to seeds. They put up these stalks. So the lettuce was a bust on my end, and I would say I would buy lettuce. I think lettuce, when we talk about prices being high, I think lettuce is actually in a pretty good place still. I think you can get like lettuce for a reasonable price. I don't know
I
what
bought a
she's
bag
gonna
of lettuce
do.
the other day. It was only $7. I was like, wow, what a deal.
How much could lettuce cost? $14.
Seriously.
But Sai growing lettuce. By the way, I made a sauce last night with lettuce, and it was lovely. I made a pesto with lettuce because I didn't have spinach. It was gonna be a spinach pesto, so I used lettuce. So there, a new use for lettuce has been unlocked.
So Sai's like, we want to start a farm. If it was up to my husband, we'd start a farm. But I'm a New Yorker forever. Listen, if I don't hear sirens and people saying "fuck you" early in the morning, what kind of lettuce are you growing, bitch? I wouldn't feel safe. I do not do quiet. It's not for me. All right. You know what I do? Lettuce, lots of lettuce. So fucking expensive lettuce.
Do you think I look like Michael Jackson?
And he's like, yeah, you do sort of look like Michael Jackson.
Wrong answer. I was going for Janet.
So then she's saying, yeah, it's my vibe today. And she's talking about how her aunt is coming into town. And she's really excited to see her because, Aunt Sophia is like the best. We saw her last season, and how she, when she comes into town, she watches the kids, she cooks and everything, does all these wonderful things. But we ultimately find out it's because Sai has decided she wants to get her mom out of the box because she has her ashes in a box in the closet. And it's time to move mom's ashes into a more beautiful vessel and put mom on a mantle in upstate New York.
Yeah, and she's like, I've had mom in a box for 2 years. That's not cool. So, we're shooting. Let's bring her out. My mother, we put my papa in a box, and then we lost the box. And then my Mima was like, where's the box? And we're like, oh my God, because we had to move her from one home to another home. So we were like moving all day and stuff. And the box was lost. I mean, I blame my mother. It could have been any of us, honestly. And we had to fake stuff in a box. We put other stuff in a box and just hoped, because like, who opens the box? You know what I mean? You don't go through the box and like, wonder what's in here. It's a dead person.
Yeah.
It's ashes. So like little bits of bone and stuff. So we were hoping at the time, like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't go through the box. But then what if she does, like, eventually, like, forget her Uno card somewhere and she's looking through boxes and then she can't find them, and then she opens a box full of flour, is she going to kill us? Sad. Don't just leave boxes lying around, even if they have your papa in them, like, do something better with that.
Yeah, I think that's a good lesson to take away from that. So yeah, they're gonna do this whole thing, and
Also, don't bury your mom into a tree. You know what I mean? Because if I took my mom's ashes and I put them into a tree, every day that tree would kind of look at me like I was fat. Like every day it would be like, do you need to eat that? I'd be like, God damn it. Why did I have to do this right outside the kitchen tree? Why couldn't I have done it somewhere else? I should have put her way in the back so she can't fat shame me from back there.
So now we go over to Jessel and Pavit's. And Pavit is sitting at a desk, and he's got like smart glasses on, Meta Ray-Bans, I believe, is according to our note taker, and the sort of thing that like no one really would buy these in real life.
I bought them
for Tech Bros and RHONY.
I bought them.
You
I had
did?
them. Yes, you don't remember? Okay, so I bought
I
these
blocked it
things
out.
when I went to BravoCon because I was like, I want to take video. I'm really bad
those are
at,
the
like,
those are the glasses you got?
yes, and I was really bad at. I'm bad at taking pictures and stuff like that. So I was like, if I just record it, then I can go through it later and make a fun video of like the experience and stuff like that, and like other podcasters. And I thought it would be fun. Ben, when I tell you these things just blink at people like traffic, it's like having a siren in your face. So every time they're on, people are like, oh, what are you wearing? Are you recording me? So that wasn't fun. So I had to take them off. And it was a waste of my time. And also, every time I asked it something, it got it wrong. So I don't really know. But I
think,
tried.
I think if Google couldn't get it going with the Google Glass, I think everyone should just stop. So Jessel's like, Pavit, are you ever going to take those off? And he's like, oh, no, absolutely not. Pavit, you have dents on your nose from your heavy nerd glasses. Take them off.
Well, what's my IQ then? Ask it that. He's like, what's her IQ? And he's like, Meta said astronomical. Meanwhile, we hear the glasses. It's like, dumb bitch. Dumb bitch. About to have a Clueless party and not even dress like any outfit from Clueless. Why did I say dumb B? That's not nice. I love Jessel.
Not our sweet Jessel. Jessel is like one of she is the breakout star of this franchise. She deserves a better
I'm sorry.
cast
I take
around
that
her.
back. I shouldn't call anybody a dumb B word. What the hell? I'm just in that kind of mood. You know what? It's because we started off with lettuce and dead moms. Sorry. This show's fault.
I know
It's turning me into
the side
this.
stuff has really triggered you. So Pavit is like, well, Meta says your IQ is astronomical. Yeah, but I don't know about that because I married you. So I think that Meta may not know something about me. So anyway, I think who cares? I don't want to talk about this anymore. What are you up to, you stupid person? And Pavit's like, just working. She's like, well, I have so much to do. I have to plan this birthday. And he's like, well, how's that coming along? Well, you've been used this as usual. And the answer is no, we cannot send out invitations in the form of banh mi.
And he's never seen Clueless, and she's shocked that a straight guy has never sat through Clueless. Why would he? You know? And so he's like, it just seems like so old. The movie's like so old. And it was 1995, guys. And he's like, so old. And so she's like, he's more of a Star Wars kind of a guy, like a Star Trek kind of a guy. He's not cool. So it's very cute, like high school drama, dating, the fashion's ridiculous. It's about Beverly Hills. So they're having a Clueless party. I don't care. So she's going to have multiple looks because she's Cher, right? And she wanted to do the revolving closet, but she can't because it's a party. So she's just going to have lots of outfits now.
Yeah. And Pavit is just like confused by this entire concept. He's like, you're going to switch your outfits in the middle of the party? Yeah. Why? So I'm giving different looks, Pavit. Why not just wear one? Because that's so Pavit. I mean, boring. What are you talking about, you idiot? And so, and then she's like, yeah, talking about the revolving closet and everything. And Pavit does not understand this. Pavit is very much a tech bro, and he doesn't understand the world of ladies and tech and Clueless and things like that.
So she's like, what are you getting me for my birthday? It better be diamonds and like Chanel handbags. And it better not come from Chinatown, Pavit. If I get something from Betty's, what was that place they went to?
Like Betty's Boone or something like that, or Susan's Boone or Cynthia's Boone.
It's Bun, by the way. I think it's still Bun. I still think
You're
it's
right.
Bun.
It was Bun. Someone did correct us that like Boone is correct in Vietnamese, but this was not a Vietnamese restaurant. It was Bun.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's like, it better not be one of Betty's buns, Pavit. All right. And so then we go to Brin, who's getting her lashes done at Envious Lashes, and she's FaceTiming Gideon, the ex-fiance. She's like, well, I know I'm showing nothing of my life, so I'm just going to keep showing this billionaire that I went on a date with a couple of times and sat in a car with last season. I'm sure people are dying to know what's going on with Gideon.
Oh, I'm really upset, however, that Sugar is not in the chair next to you. Sugar doesn't get pampered enough, I think.
Oh my god. Clem doesn't want to put eyelashes on a dog. She's already putting eyelashes on this bitch.
He's like, are we done now? I've put in my 5 minutes of contractually obligated charming British time on FaceTime. I have to get back to doing financial things and having tea.
Brin literally spends 100% of her screen time this week getting stuff done, getting her vanity stuff done. She's like, we have to film? Okay, I'll get my lashes done then. Then I'll go get a spray tan. So then we go to Aaron and Abe at Blank Street Coffee, and I don't know why that name makes me laugh. And it's just so
Just with
Aaron,
these
you know.
two.
Let's eat it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Blank Street. It's the only place that really gets me.
I know there's something about the word blank that really just sort of works with Erin. She's like, well, hey Abe, Eli has basketball and soccer, and someone has to pick him up at 5:15, and I'm really hoping that can be you. I went to the zoo today. He's like, oh, well, that's fair. I would need to do a little bit of work when I get back. Oh yeah, I hope that work doesn't mean selling my Bitcoin. Oh wait, you already did that.
What do you think I'm going to do? Sit around and watch TV? I have work too. And then he puts a straw into his drink and it splatters on her. And she's like, are you kidding? This is why
I
people stay
can't.
married for 100 years. This right here. Just the sheer joy that's exuding off of the TV. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to change my lifestyle and maybe date.
Abe, I can't believe you just splattered me with your coffee from Blank Street. Are you kidding? I can't take you anywhere. Oh my God. I think we're about to go viral with this clip.
So Jenna, meanwhile, is at her new job because Beckett, Beckett's he's leaving soon, and I think that knowing he's not going to be here, I just have to stay busy. So I took another job with another company that nobody has ever or ever will hear of. This one's called Coveteur, and I'm the CEO. I'm the CEO of about 37 places right now, which is great. There's people, white ladies just keep sending me money. I don't even know what I'm doing at this place. I just go in and I say khaki, and they all applaud. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, team. Nice to see you all. Thanks for making your way in from outer boroughs. So, what excited me is
Can I
to
get
see
a
all
report
you.
on the tunnels? I really haven't been in those in a while.
So, how much are the tolls these days? Are they up to $2? So,
What's more, tolls or Burger King? Be honest. Be honest, guys.
Jenna, each of the editors has prepared a couple of pitches. So then one of them, Anna's like, okay, so Beauty. So there's women who are traveling to Turkey to get their eyebrow implants. And I was like, oh, sign me up. Oh my God. This job is hilarious. Okay, who's next? Eyebrow implants. Top that, everyone. Someone top it.
Jenna, there are women who are traveling to Serbia to get two of their middle toes stuck together so they are half webbed toes. And we're really thinking of following up on that. So
good. Finally, an article that everyone can relate to. Let's go with that one. Okay, great. Who else? Anyone have a good story? Jenna. So there's like this new trend of using pashminas as grocery bags. People are doing it to save some money when they buy their $14 chickpeas. What do you think about that? I love that. It's so nice to see chickpeas are finally cheap again. Yeah, go with that story.
Jenna, we've heard that women are sick of the gel thing on their eyebrows, which did look a little bit crazy, but we've been getting reports of people poking themselves in the eyes. So we were thinking of moving on into more of a traffic cone shape. What do you mean by that? Well, I think we're just going to actually get eyelash glue and start attaching traffic cones to people's eyebrows. You know what? I'm so proud of us. We're women and we're changing the world, guys. And guess what? You can go around me. Am I right, guys? You can go around the traffic. I've got a traffic cone on. I mean, it's going to be great.
Jenna, we just heard there is a huge new trend that is happening in northern Estonia where people are taking the idea of a bowl cut and they're turning it on its head. So bowl cuts are out in colander cuts. It's like a bowl cut, but it has little holes in it. I love that. Let's go with that. Who wants to try it out?
Yeah, colander. That's so great. So basically, let's say you're at home and you're trying to move milk from a big carton into a smaller carton. You just pour it on top of your head and just it'll come out your mouth, Jenna. It'll come out your mouth. That is such a good idea, everybody. God, I'm glad to be here.
Trend.
Okay. I'm sorry. I've got to go to my other job at Provocatees. Okay. So I'll be over there if anybody needs me. By the way, did I use up my khaki idea here? No? Okay, great. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in about a month. Just shoot me that check.
Actually, my favorite part is that amongst all these pitches, one person goes, okay, I have a culture pitch. There's kind of a burgeoning clown community in Los Angeles that's happening. And I laughed because my cousin said the exact same thing to me last month. She was like, wait, do you know that there's like a burgeoning clown thing that's happening in LA right now? There's like a clown comedy scene. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, I'm seeing a clown show tonight. I was like, what? Yeah. She's like, it is. She's like, it's like a really cool, it's like a new kind of clown thing.
Well, when I first moved here years ago, I knew a girl who took circus classes. I mean, that was a big thing where people would take trapeze class and stuff like that. But I didn't know it had fully evolved into clown college.
It's like hipster clowning. I was speaking to someone a few months ago, and I was like, "How was your assistant?" And they were like, "Oh, I wish she could be here, but she's taking clown classes." So I'm like, something's going on. Something's going on with the clowns right now.
Something's in the air. Finally, clowns are breaking through. I wonder who like the breakthrough clown was. Everybody's like, that's what we should be doing. Because clowns have been trying this shit for years. And I mean, for as long as I remember, people are like, ew, clowns are scary, clowns are gross. I've never been in a time where people are like, wow, clowns, respectful. And now suddenly to hear someone must have trailblazed that shit and made it cool.
Yeah, I think it was Pennywise, right? Pennywise did it because Pennywise also trailblazed pronouns for clowns. Literally it. It's like, what are your pronouns? It.
It's like, oh my God, you're totally changing Instagram bylines forever.
Just it. It works in all. You don't even need to have a second after the slash. It's not he, him. It's just it.
It's /it. That's some funny shit.
It is Halloween.
Yeah. So I like Jenna's
Just
pitch. She's like,
reflects.
guys, you know what? I really want to make a move including people. I'm like, okay, you know what? You and every cereal company and every, I get it, but it's just like such a buzzword now. It's like, okay, you know what, guys? You know what we want? Inclusion. Okay, I want a person of every color. I want a person of every faith, and I want people who love planes and people who like buses instead of planes. Can we get that? And all of them unite with jeans. Okay, let's just get that. Let's get plane people and car trip people united with jeans, but I want them from different countries too. It's like, oh my God, come up with some jeans, come up with some new pant shapes. That's what I say.
Anyway, we now go over to Raquel, who is at Ubah's apartment, and Ubah's saying how she invited Raquel over because she wants to get to know Raquel a little bit better, and she also wants Raquel to have a better impression of Ubah because she's like, yeah, I kind of freaked out at the Hamptons. So Ubah's showing Raquel all the artwork that she's made. And she's like, I did it for me because I'm so passionate about color. And everything in my home, it has to come from so much joy. I want to paint when I'm like laughing and dancing and stealing coconut milk from restaurants. That's when I'm happiest. And I'm sorry, actually, nothing is on. So they're looking at it, and Raquel's like, oh, well, no, this is nice. I mean, it came out of you. So anything that comes out of you is art. So this is really beautiful. I mean, I would only get about $5 from it, but it's beautiful art.
Did Ubah have all that art last year? I don't remember if she had like a lot of art that she talked about painting. It does sound familiar though.
I don't remember. I actually liked her art. I thought her art was pretty nice.
Well, I'm just asking because she's like, well, I couldn't hang it because there's water damage. And so I had to clean up. So it's not hanging. But just the idea that an art dealer is coming over and you're like, get all that shit out of the closet and put it everywhere. You never know.
I know. Yeah. Here comes it. Yeah, exactly. Like, bring out your finger painting. So, you know that Raquel has to deal with this every single time. She goes over to someone's house, like, look at this painting that Charlie made. I can't believe it's only $5. But it's like real art, don't you think? And, Raquel's like, yeah, well, it's really beautiful. It came from Charlie's heart. So that's art. If you want me to say I could sell this for $10,000, I probably can't. But, good job, Charlie. Keep at it.
Let me tell you what's free. Calling something art. You're welcome. You're welcome. This is what I could give to you. So anything else? And she's like, they talk about when she started painting and stuff. And there's a flag that she painted that's black and white with white dots or something. Is that what it was? Or like white stars or something? And Ubah
gold
says,
stars.
we know they're gold.
They were gold because she thinks
it's all these gay people who have never slept with women. That's funny. That's a good flag, actually.
So yeah, she says that basically this country, so many people see things in such a black and white way, but what she sees is a country full of gold. There's so many wonderful things. She doesn't have to have a bodyguard. No one stops to check your passport when you travel. There's actually so much freedom, and that like immigrants, she says, immigrants come here and we are so happy to be here. So she's like, don't fuck it up for us. So then she starts talking about modeling. and her path through modeling as she came to New York. And Ubah and Raquel bond over what it's like to be a person of color modeling, and how Ubah didn't realize she was like a token, or that sometimes they just wouldn't cast her because she was Black, and she just thought, oh well, people are busy or people are booked. And it took her a while to realize, oh shit, there's like a lot of racism in fashion and all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And then they talk about the Hamptons. So we finally get to the Hampton stuff. And so Ubah's like, that breakfast took a different turn. But the night before, when people were sleeping, Brin was talking to me condescending then too. Like, oh, boo-hoo, you're so beautiful. But you know what? The way you act, they're going to edit you like an angry Black woman. And Raquel's like, yeah, I don't know what Brin is thinking saying that, because Brin is the one who triggered Ubah into acting that way in the first place. And then she's like, oh, now you're behaving in a way that can make you look like an angry Black woman. And that's not cool.
Yeah.
She says it's manipulative, which is a good call,
It totally is. So Ubah feels like Brin wants to set her up, and Raquel's like, yeah, so then when you let us all know how you were feeling, and then Brin wanted to respond, you felt she was just going. She's like, I had no interest in what she was going to say. Yeah, sometimes you have to have that conversation with each other, though. She's like, absolutely not for someone who does things intentionally.
Yeah. So then we go to
Wait, I just want to say one thing. Raquel is like, hey, we're all friends here. Like, you can't just like let shit hang in the air, and then you're just like stewing and brewing, and you're gonna explode. Get it out. I'm like, no, Raquel, that is the way the show works. Stewing, brewing, explosion. That is the path we're looking for here, not healthy interactions. Come on, Raquel, you're on TV.
No, I think the Housewives is about like, I have a problem with you, you get it out and you argue about it. And then if it's not resolved, then you argue about it again. And then you start turning people against each other. You don't sit on it. It's boring, especially something little, I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking of Salt Lake City. They'll just be like, they take that shit immediately. It's like the next time you see them, I heard you said this shit about me. She just told me in the car on the way over. It's like, damn, how'd you find out already?
Well, guess what? We are now at your favorite scene, RHONY. We're at Sai's house in upstate New York, and we're there with Sophia, Sai's aunt, and they're at the house and everything, and walking around, and Sai's showing her the whole upstate house that she bought, and how they're like renovating it, and Sai is moving stuff into the house very slowly, one piece at a time, because she only wants to put stuff in there that she really, really cares about.
Yeah. So then they go to Barry Mom, and it's sad. It's a touching scene. And so Sai's saying, I want my mom to be part of nature. I want her to be part of nature. I mean, who knows? One day she could be a head of romaine. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna build some great romaine out here. And she's like, I could come out here and just kind of be with my mom and stuff. And Sophia cries, which is super sad. And they give a nice send off to the mom.
Yeah, they say nice things, and they put the ashes, and then Aunt Sophia has like the ashes all over her hands and starts hugging everyone, and Sai's like, come on, you're getting my mom all over everyone's outfits. And then they're laughing, and they find the joy in it, and it's sweet and it's sad. So they moved on, and yada yada yada. So now we go to Jessel, who is shopping, and then Aaron shows up, and Brin is there, and Brin's like,
Oh, guys, they're shoplifting. Hi. Oh my god, I love they're like hosting a Clueless party, and do you know why?
and Jessel's like, cause duh.
Yeah, okay.
And so Aaron's like, I saw on Instagram that Sai and Jenna were together. So now what? They're like best friends? Or they're people on a show that is about friends that hang out? Why are they not allowed to be friends? Weren't you guys the ones saying last season that Sai needed to chill the fuck out and try and be friendlier? And now she's like, she's being friendlier. So Brin's like, oh my god, now they're friends. I'm glad to help with that relationship. I mean, it's just so bizarre. I can't stand the fakeness. I'm so sorry. I just can't. I like actually don't even want to be friends with Jenna right now.
Like, this is who Erin is. This is the sort of person Erin is. Like, she will just like throw a friendship out the window because she just sees something on social media. She's like, I am going through such a hard time. She knows that. She has not reached out to me once. She's not asked me once how I'm doing. Yet she has time to go out with someone who, according to her, has told all of New York City that she can't stand her. If that's the kind of friend she is, I'm good. How about the kind of friend that you are, which is that when Jenna has reached out to you in the past, you put all her shit out there for everyone. You made her seem like a total snob for flying business and not flying with everyone else the last trip. And then with the Uber thing, you went and told everyone that she hasn't paid you back. And now she's not going to pay you back out of spite because of you. So, like, why is Erin's acting like, oh, she's like an amazing friend to Jenna Lyons, and like she can't believe Jenna Lyons is not being an amazing friend back. It's like, I don't know. I think you should go back and look at the tape.
And also, she'd fall asleep. Like she wouldn't make it through. She's already had to live this once.
You know what?
Yeah.
Don't watch. If you're going to
Horrible
go back
tape.
to watch the tape, don't do it while you're driving.
We've seen it. Trust me. But also her whole argument here. Oh, well, according to her, Sai was saying it to everybody that she hates her. Brin was the one that did that. You're talking to Brin right now, the girl who spread that literally everywhere. So what are you mad at Jenna for? She's just the one who refused to get mad at it and foiled your plan, which you were going to try and start a fight with Jenna and Sai, and that didn't work. So now you're going to try a fight for yourself and Jenna, and that's not going to work either. Find something better to do. Go get a personality. You are seriously bottom of the barrel at this point. This is rough. This is rough.
Well, Jenna's gonna get an earful from me. I will literally march over to Jenna's right now and be like, are you
No.
fucking kidding me? Also, I'm wet.
I'm gonna go tell her, you know what? How dare you be cordial with somebody and make amends with somebody? That's crazy. I spent all day making amends with a man named Gideon. I got my eyebrows done.
Why do you have holes in your hair?
It's a colander cut. So Erin is like,
Why is milk coming out of your ears?
We haven't perfected it.
it's you really have to go to Estonia to do it right. That's what I've learned. So Erin is like, I mean, so by the way, Brin, how do you feel like, you're going to see everyone tomorrow? She goes,
I don't care. Like, I love you guys and I love Jenna and but Ubah's been like crazy and I'm like sick of like, oh no, 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 no. Like, we are grown women living in New York City and we don't act like that. I'm wet. I mean, like, and Sai, she needs to apologize to me. I want a fucking written apology.
And then Sai is telling Jenna at lunch or whatever that she sent a message in the group chat apologizing for the raised voices at the rooftop. And then she sent Brin a separate text apology and Brin left her on read. So yeah, Brin, you already got your apology and it's written down. So it's not like you could deny it. So we cut back to her.
Got your
and she's
written
like,
apology.
yeah. She's like,
I'm trying to give her grace and I want to hear people's feelings because it's 2024 and I watch Gen Z TikTok. And I will honor your emotions and I will apologize. But do not call me Satan in my face and tell me to shut the fuck up. Do not. And I'm done. And like, I'm done playing nice.
you've never played nice. All you do is go try and ruin everybody's friendships and shit stir. And the second you get called out, you go fucking cry about it. Give me a break, lady. When the entire audience likes Sai more than you've really
messed up.
You have fallen and you can't get up. You need to press that little button on your neck.
Help me, I'm falling and I can't get up.
Help me, I'm falling. I can't get up. I guess I'm on my back.
They're like, ma'am, are you having an emergency?
Are you having an emergency?
I was like, are you flirting with me over your life alert?
Maybe. What are you wearing?
We've got somebody on the floor on her back. She's calling us on her back.
How dare you say I'm on my back? Slut shaming me.
You just said it, ma'am. You just called us.
Ma'am, unfortunately, we can't save you. There are too many stairs in your building. So, I like that. By the way, I like that Brin has this amazing revelation.
You know what? I'm starting to genuinely now think Sai is a miserable person.
I'm like, did you not watch your first season?
Where have you been? And do you just pay
Welcome to the
attention
party.
things later? I mean, what is your personality? She's like, she wants to make other people miserable. Well, it seems to work because you two are fucking miserable. You're sitting here being miserable for no reason. You're shopping for a Clueless party. This is like one opportunity for you to actually have a good time. And like,
I'm so miserable because I had lunch with somebody.
I know Brin and Aaron are so bothered by this single Instagram photo of Sai and Jenna having lunch. So Jessa's like, by the way, you said that the couch like opens up and swallows you. Is that what we're trying to go right now? Wait, what? Why did Jessa say that?
I don't know. I think she's just stressing out because they're bitching about how miserable everybody is. And Jessel's like, I'm having fun though. Jessel's like positive. She's like, I don't need this with you weirdos. So then we go to Jessel's party, and Jessel's like, everything is how I envisioned it. Pink balloons, alcohol flowing, candy, candy, candy. Pavit not speaking. It's amazing. It's fat with a P. Which would be Pat, wouldn't it? I've never really understood that, but English.
So there's balloons that say things like rolling with the homies and stuff like that. And Pavit, of
Rolling
course, is
with my
confused.
homies.
I don't get it. Oh, Pavit, be quiet. Could someone throw his stupid glasses out the window? So Jenna arrives, and Jenna's pretty funny. Jenna is dressed as Cher's dad. She really leans into it. She's like doing the whole Cher's dad shtick the entire party. She keeps handing out like little subpoenas, and she's like, I had never seen Clueless, and so I had to watch the film, and I was just like really scared that it was going to involve like climbing up an indoor mountain climbing thing, and I got really scared, but it's not about that at all. I don't know why I thought that. I just sometimes just get scared, but the teenagers do that all the time. And I realized all the girls were just going to be like in these short little skirts. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to dress like Mel because I love Mel.
I just basically, I didn't want to watch a whole movie, so I just turned it on, and then I went with the first person I saw wearing pants. So
I'm a big Dan Hedaya head. So this was great for me.
The day ahead's unite. Am I right? So she's walking around like, I'm doing business. I'm so upset. I have a daughter. And so Jessel's like, this is one of my 4 outfits having nothing to do with the movie. I would know. I love Dan Hadaya's pants though. God, very talented pants. Very good.
Is anyone else here going to HedayaCon? No, just me. Okay.
The best thing about those pants, they were inclusive pants. God, I love some inclusive pants.
So Jessel is like, yes, so Jenna fucking lions. Oh, I'm getting sued. Oh, what? Because I guess her subpoena says like you're getting sued, or I guess it's not subpoena. It is subpoena. I don't know. She's serving with papers.
She's served. She's serving everybody.
You look like a Christmas tree. Whatever, Zaddy. Did I do that right? Everyone's growing up and they're like,
she's a Paddy. That's like a daddy, but with a P. Paddy. I knew
I
a Paddy
totally
once.
paused. So people are showing up looking vaguely like Clueless, but then Rebecca Minkoff, who works in fashion, shows up wearing all black with a headband. They're like, Rebecca, I don't know if this is exactly a Clueless look for you.
And Aaron's like, you're Josh. You're just very much Josh. You're like a dorky, weird Jew. Wait, who's she talking to, Brin?
Abe.
And then Abe's like, I don't even need to pretend, okay? And so then someone else like, oh my God, you should have worn a flannel. And Aaron's like, he almost did, and I told him no.
Well, see, what are you being such a party pooper for? This is like a flannel. This is like the time for flannel. How do you not allow Abe to wear flannel?
And Abe was like, I suggested flannel. And Pavit goes, put your foot down, man. Put your foot down. Good luck. Get it stomped on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the punishment. Aaron is punishing him for the Bitcoin still. It's like, well, you took away my Bitcoin, so I'm going to make your Clueless costume a little worse. No flannel for you.
So then Erin's asking Jessel what she's going to do on the actual day. She's like, well, I was hoping to have surprising gifts that didn't smell like fried chicken. Why would they smell like fried chicken? Because my last gift was actually fried chicken. So I texted Pavit, I hope you're surprising me. But then he sent me a text and said, what do you want for your birthday? So I guess that's not going to work. I mean, Saks delivery is at least 5 days. Bergdorf is at least a week. I mean, Net-a-Porter, is that what it is? Pret-a-porter? Net-a-porter? I don't know. But it's
Yes, that's it.
$25 to deliver, and he's not going to spend that.
So then Rebecca's like, well, what if he's doing like a really good job of pretending like that it's all happening, right? Right? And Jessel's like, but I would doubt he would. My philosophy on holidays in general, that they are. I'm sorry, this is Pavit. Sorry, that was me doing my wife impersonation of my wife. My philosophy on holidays in general is that they're all BS created by the greeting card industry. So don't get me started on Valentine's Day. With all these damn holidays you got there, how many gifts do you have to buy? It's a waste of money. The only holiday I'm going to celebrate is any holiday that Elon Musk decides to start. Other than that, no holidays for me.
So yeah, that's not going to work. You don't believe in holidays. You have a wife who needs gifts. So, you may not believe in holidays, but do you believe in love languages or not getting your ass kicked? Like, I don't know. Choose your belief, but buy some gifts. Fucking beliefs have no effect on what I expect from you on Valentine's Day, sir. Thank you.
So Jessel goes up to Ubah. She's like, can you believe I'm going to be 41? I'm entering my 40s, still married to this idiot. And Ubah's like, yes, but you look like you're 20. And are you wearing another outfit? Oh God, I have so many that are not from this movie. I can't wait to show you.
Yeah, and Ubah is like, I didn't have anything to wear. Did Ubah dress up? I don't remember.
She
kind of
had
a
like
fugue state.
plaid. She sort of had like, she was wearing something that's like tweed, sort of plaid. It's sort of like alluded to Clueless. Though there were very few people who actually dressed like Clueless at all. Sai was like the only one. Sai and Brin were I think the closest ones. Sai looked exactly like Dion. She had like Dion's outfit. It was like crazy how she walked in and I was like, oh, that's Dion. And I haven't seen Clueless in several years, but she got it so like on the nose that like my brain immediately like went to that place. And then Brin was the only one who actually wore like colorful plaid. I was like, how is no one here wearing colorful plaid? That was the whole thing of the movie. It was like,
what was the other show? What was the
look.
other housewives that did Clueless? They did a Clueless party, and it was actually pretty good.
I don't remember. I actually don't remember at all.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Wow. Let's go back into the time machine. Okay,
I had no idea.
So then, they're talking about Jessel's outfit changes because that's what she's bringing to the table this year. I changed my clothes a lot. I'm Jessel. So then Raquel arrives with her fiance, and let's see.
Oh yeah,
hors
she is. Raquel is wearing also a replica of Cher's Calvin Klein outfit, but that didn't. That was also very accurate, but for some reason for me, I didn't like remember it. So I was like, okay, sorry, Raquel. You deserve credit too, Raquel.
So then they're making small talk about outfits and stuff like that. And so then Jenna and not Jenna, Brin and Erin get to being nasty as they do. And Brin's like talking about the orders or whatever. And Erin's like, I mean, like my friendships are about authentic connection. Can we eat the hors d'oeuvres? Like, how did that? There's not even like a segue into it. Because Sai's like, what's going on between you two? Because Erin's just sitting there making shitty comments. Jenna's walking around trying to make people's laugh. What is wrong with me? And Erin's watching. And Sai says, who's she on the phone with? And Erin's like, I don't know. She annoys the shit out of me. And she goes, what's going on between you? She's like, nothing. I just realized she's not an actual friend. You are the betrayer of this group. You have not, there's not been one person on this show that you haven't thrown under the bus for literally no reason. You psycho. I don't even want to call you psycho because that would suggest more personality. At least psychos are fun. They get movies made about them.
Also, can you imagine the balls to be like sitting with Sai and being like, yeah, I'm mad at Erin. I'm mad at Jenna because she hung out with you. Like, really? Cackling hags. So I was like, but you two were very close. I'm growing lettuce. And Aaron's like, I don't know. I'm not interested in having a friendship with her. And so now Aaron, sorry. Yeah, go on.
No, go ahead.
Aaron tells us, my kids drive me crazy. And then, like, she's talking about how, like, and then my mom is sick. And then, I'm not able to rely on my husband during this time. It's like really messed with my head. And that's what I need my friends to band together for me. And I need some grace, which I don't get. She keeps saying that she needs grace. I'm sorry. Bryn was
No
the
one's
other one who
giving
said
you
she needs
shit.
grace.
No one's giving you shit. People have to be giving you shit, or you have to be doing something for them to be giving you grace for it. Nothing is happening. No, everyone's giving you grace. Literally, everybody is being nice to you. You're cuckoo. What are you talking about?
Aaron and Bryn both asking for grace. So Sai's like, well, that makes me sad to hear. I mean, if I had been listening, but I wasn't. So have a great party. Talk to you later.
You know what? Get back to me when you figure out how to get with romaine seeds. Okay.
So then Ubah's like, I'm going to break this party. So she goes over and she's like, so this is about Jenna. Are you guys okay, Aaron? And she's like, no, I'm just like fine. I'm like great friends. Like I'm good. Like I just don't even want to invest time in like trying to be friends with her. And she goes, but does she know that? She's like, no, I mean, I don't know. God. Aaron tried to make a drama off on the side. Everybody's like, oh my God, why?
So I was like, she probably doesn't realize. She goes, yeah, well, she probably has no clue. And then they show Jenna, like, with her fake cell phone, like, taking a drink, like, having fun in her costume as if, like, oh my God, look at Jenna Lyons. Look how self-involved she is. She's having fun at a party. That's not allowed. Like, it's okay. She can have fun with her costume. So
Yeah.
Bryn's like, well, by the way, oh, sorry. Aaron's like, yeah. The friend that Jenna was to me when we were close is the friend that I need right now. And I feel like I was that friend to her, except like the shitty version. It's just not reciprocated. It's not cool, man.
Really, because all we've seen from you is that you try and start fights with Jenna and the other women. It's been 2 years in a row now where you try and diss her behind everybody's back to make everybody not like her. So I don't know what this close friendship was, but I think you're full of shit, lady. So Bryn's like,
I heard something very interesting. And like yesterday, I was with Jessel and Aaron.
Of course. She can't keep one thing to herself for more than 2 seconds. And she's like,
Yeah, and Aaron was like, Sign Jenna are friends now. And all I said was, I'll talk to Jenna. So now I'm talking to Jenna. Right, Jenna? Am I talking to you?
It's like, I'm on a phone because I'm like in an 80s movie and I love pants. It's like,
yeah. So if you become buddy with people that are mean, I will not be happy. And there will be no more sex.
Jenna's like, I appreciate that Bryn had a direct conversation with me. I don't love the fact that Aaron backdoored it. I didn't say it to my face, while I was holding a fake phone. So Bryn is like,
It's fine. I don't want you to be in the middle of anyone, but I want to be in the middle of you and another lady. Let me in.
so Bryn teaming up with Aaron to bring down Jenna, but Aaron's not doing it quick enough. So Bryn's gonna try to speed it up and look like she's so innocent in this whole conversation. This is so messy. So then Jenna's like, I'm cautious. I mean, I'm always cautious. Always. I mean, I even put like a pop socket on the back of this gigantic phone. I really don't want to drop it. Really against dropping phones. I hate that. It's just such a waste.
So then Rebecca and Raquel sit down with Jenna and Bryn. And Rebecca's like, hello, Danny, make me a deal. And Jenna's like, okay, you got to get on my schedule. And Jessel's like, oh, look, this is a nice little foursome of people here. And Jenna's like, yeah, well, by the way, when's your next outfit change? I'm really excited for it, Jessel. She's like, soon, stay tuned. Jessel change coming right up.
Mm-hmm. So then Bryn's like,
Oh my God, I want to hate the outfit so bad, but I fucking love it because you're out of your goddamn mind.
and she's saying that Jessel's really camp.
She's like head camp counselor. Hold on. Waiting for applause. Hold on. Let's get a commercial break and see if we can get a break from it.
The closest thing to camp this show has had in a while. So Rebecca is like,
That's what this show
she's like,
needs is a camp counselor.
it really does.
Actually,
Needs like Anne Burrell. So Rebecca is like, Rebecca's like, okay, I'm gonna get a drink, Danny. And Brin's like, are you getting a real drink? She's like, no, you're gonna get. Well, you just want me to drink. That's like your goal. And Brin's like, yeah, okay. Look, I'm not like a frat guy. I'm not gonna be like drink. But if you like want to have a half glass of Chard and then like get a little freaky, like just do it. Let's get on your virgin bed. I don't like when people hold that on me.
this makes me so mad. Not mad, but sad when people are like this because I haven't been drinking for a few years, as you know. I mean, I do still drink sometimes. I didn't go completely sobs, but I used to drink a lot. So I've kind of slowed down with that. And people's reactions are so weird. And people who act like Brin, and there are a lot of people who act like Brin, who are like, what? You're not, why? Is everything okay? You need to. You're so boring. Have a drink. Come on. It's going to hurt you. Why aren't you having one? You guys look like fucking addicts. You look so sad. It makes me sad for you to watch this. Like this poor woman has nothing. Like she literally has nothing. Get it together. Okay. Sometimes
I think
people don't
there's
need
something
to
about
drink.
there's something about Rebecca that is like triggering Bryn. And I think that like when Rebecca doesn't drink with Bryn, like Bryn takes that as a rejection. I think that's usually when people get like that, they somehow feel rejected. And there's like nothing to be rejected about. It's just like, oh, they don't want to drink, or they don't want to drink right now, or they don't want to drink with you. It's like it's fine. It's not a rejection. But Bryn, like this steps on something inside of her. And she's like, well, but like I just heard from everyone that you actually drink, but you just don't drink with us. So Rebecca leans in and goes, I'll drink with you, but not tonight.
I think it's also that people think that if you're not drinking, you're judging them and thinking they're an alcoholic, you know,
Exactly.
which isn't true. But she's acting like one, acting like this, like so desperate. It's weird. So Brent's like, you're a boner killer. And so Rebecca's like, weird, bye. So then, and also I think Brin really, she goes, everything's always womp womp with her. It's like where fun goes to die. Really? Because you have not been fun. So are we going to blame that all on the new girl? Because you've done
and
that.
then we get the Rebecca montage, which is her saying, you know, I do have a little bit of a pigeon toe. And then, you know what? You need local honey. And then I was worried this headband makes my nose look bigger. Did you know you have to rotate your tires?
And Brent's like, she's
So boring. I can't.
So then Bryn, of course, goes up to Raquel's fiance Mel. It's like, oh, look at this sex monster. She's like my new Jenna, basically. Sorry, new lesbian for me.
oh God, this act is so exhausting. So then Raquel's like, I'm cool with it. It's like,
Lesbians. Am I right?
so Aaron's like, oh, Jessel's having a Clueless party, yet she's wearing nothing from the movies. I'm not friends with her anymore. I need friends who will like dress like Cher. I'm going through it really rough, and not one person has come up to me and said, hey, have you had any birthday cake? How's your haircut?
Not even one single closeted gay male has befriended me and taken me to the mall and made me sort of fall in love with him before someone had to tell me he was closeted gay. Like, I'm really upset right now.
So then Jessel comes out in a new outfit, and everybody's like, wow. And then Pavit goes, wow. Someone says, she looks beautiful. And they go, how do you know Jessel? And Pavit's like, I'm married to her. They go, oh, wait. You're her husband? Seriously? Wow, you can form sentences. That's great. You're not like her description of you.
It's weird.
You're actually kind of handsome.
I thought you'd have a lot more chicken grease on your mouth, but you're not shiny at all.
You're not walking around in your underwear, which is really weird. So
you don't have mayonnaise coming off the side of your lip.
Although that girl does have milk coming out of her nose. Sorry, we haven't perfected it. We haven't perfected it yet. So then
It's the calendar. It's the calendar.
The colander hair.
So basically so Brin is asking about like when is the cake, and like Jessel's or I guess Brin wants to go. Brin needs to go, and Jessel's like, but I didn't even do my cake yet. And she's like, yeah, but like, look, you've got all these other people. So it turns out that Brin has a spray tan that she needs to get at 9:40 at night. Which I firmly believe she booked that so she'd have an excuse to leave the party that she didn't want to go to in the first place.
Yeah, but like make an effort, you're at work. So then she's like,
like I don't need to stay around for like Jessel's 19 millionth outfit change. I tried to turn people against Jenna and I'm done. Happy 5th birthday. I mean 41st. Camp Kelter out. Punch.
So Jessel's like, no forewarning of the spray tan, no heads up, I'm fucking pissed. So she leaves and everything, and Jessel, like, Jessel goes Jessel goes, let's, with Brin, let's roll that track. What's it called? Oh, You're So Vain. I'm like, wow, what a great hip current reference to go along with your Clueless party. Could you at least try to have done a 90s song?
So Sai comes over. Sai, Aaron, and Ubah and Raquel are all talking. And Sai's like,
look, I want everybody to be friends.
She goes, we're good, but not best friends. And Ubah's like, you don't need to be a preacher. And Raquel goes, wait, who's not friends? I'm sorry. I'm new here. And Aaron's like, I just feel differently about Jenna because, like, we're not friends. So Raquel's like, wait, you feel differently about Jenna? What? Let's talk about this.
So Abe is like, no, I feel like you and Aaron. Abe is talking to Jenna now, and he's like, I feel like you and Aaron, like, there's just an unresolved tension. She's like, God, I'm great. I'm not like, I'm so like, what's going on? Like, I don't have an issue. There's tension. I didn't know about this. And Abe is like, I wasn't gonna get involved either, but she wouldn't let me wear flannel, so turnabout's fair game. I'll be messy.
He's like, I don't like to get messy, but it's all I was really thinking, and it just came out. She goes, you're a lawyer. So and he goes, yeah, I guess I should have kept my mouth shut. She goes, you're gonna lose this case.
Meanwhile, Aaron,
I love how unfazed she is. She's like, okay, idiot. So now I'm supposed to fight with your wife? Sure, buddy. Okay.
I have so many great friends. I don't need to have one that just doesn't feel authentic. I don't want to do that. I just don't feel close to her, and that's okay. I'm like, literally no one cares, and she's just telling this to everyone. Like, it's fine. Like, me and Jenna, we're just like not close, and that's okay. Like, you can be friends with, you don't have to be best friends with every single person you meet. Am I right? They're like, ma'am, I'm the coat check. I really don't care about your relationship with Jenna Lyons.
God. So then Jenna's saying, like, this girl has a phone and a voice. She can tell me if something's wrong. I mean, I think it would be fair to say that I was clueless about what's going on, guys. I just got offered another CEO position, literally. I'm like hilarious today.
Alicia Silverstone actually called me and was like, will you be the editor at large for Alicia magazine? It's a new thing she's starting up. We're going to see how it goes.
I offered to start the line of baby bird feeding food, where basically we're going to chew up a bunch of pizza and then put it in little jars that you feed to your baby.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be really a great launching pad for my new line of fake eyebrows. They're called Hideas. If you want more of a bushy look, I think it's just going to be a really wonderful thing. I'm going to tell everyone I know about them.
I know that sounds like already done, but these are for babies. So.
Yeah. Bushy eyebrows for babies. Hideas.
I'm going to change children's fashion forever. So
what are we talking about?
Aaron's still going on. So Jenna joins the ladies and hugs Ubah, and Ubah's like, are you proposing? She's like, no, I'm actually serving you with papers. And she goes, I'm an immigrant. Shit like that scares me. Don't do that. So then Aaron, is talking
Fair
to
enough.
Raquel now, still going on. And she's like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I just can be cordial with her. But like, I don't have to be her friend. It's just not the same. Like, after all that nothing she did to me, like, how could I forgive it?
Raquel's like, just talk to her. So then Aaron is like, okay, I'm gonna move. You sit next to her. So they're all sitting in this area and it's like weird. And so now Aaron and Jenna are next to each other. And Aaron's like, I don't know. This is really weird. It's like getting really intense. For you, Jenna has no idea what's going on because this is a brand new feud that you hard launched this afternoon. And now you're like, wow, it's so intense between the two of us. Am I right? Wow.
And Jenna's like, it is? And she says, yeah. She's, so are you okay? Yeah. Are you really? Well, like, honestly, like, perfectly fine. Now, does that mean I feel differently about us being friends? Yes. She's like, okay. And why do you feel differently about that? What's the feeling that you're feeling? What is it? Hmm?
Like, I don't really want to be close to you. And Jenna's like, huh? Are you trying to stir me up? Are you trying to get a rise out of me? Because I'm not going to go in for it. And I actually don't want to do this at a birthday party. All I want to do is do some more Dan Hedaya roleplay. So Aaron's like, well, it was a rough year. And I felt like I was bonding with someone and I was in like a deep way. Like, I'm an emotional person. And when I get close to someone, I do it for real. Because me getting close to you means that I'm going to be there for you. So that way, then I can tell everyone else about the shit that you've been doing and then make fun of you behind your back. Like, what don't you get?
She's like, wait a minute. And Aaron's like, I mean, I really liked you because like everyone has a certain way with you, but I was like always steadfast. And I was like, I love her. So I would have been with you till the end. Why are you talking like this?
I know.
Did
Our
she
friendship
divorce you?
was,
Did she cheat
yeah,
on you?
yeah. She's like, our friendship was so deep. I would have been there to you for the end. And as a testament to how strong and how steadfast our friendship was, I'm throwing it all out the window because he took a photo on Instagram and sigh. That's
Jenna's
how
like,
strong
how'd
our
this
friendship
end up
was.
being my fault? She goes, at the end of the day, you get nothing for nothing, and that's all you can say for the life of the. Hold on one second. Hello? I'm sorry. I've just been told I'm too boring to carry off Les Miserables lyrics, and that doesn't work for me. So sorry. Let's just leave it at the end of the day. I think you
Wait,
believe what Brin told you. Like you've
hold on.
said
I
it
just
to
got
me.
another phone call. I got
Oh
another
yeah.
phone call, Ronnie.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
Wow, what an honor. The producers of Les Miserables said they're changing the name of the musical to just Aaron. That's nice.
Liz Aaron. It's just
Liz
3 hours
Aaron.
of me singing about not liking Jenna anymore for no reason.
I dreamed a dream that Aaron never took.
Wait,
That Jenna
why are
never
they
took
bringing
it.
down the curtains? That is weird. I never would have guessed this place had curtains. I want to finish this conversation, but there's a hook dragging me off of the stage. So
I have a Bitcoin on a cloud.
cackling hags of the house.
Really? She stops the song. Really? That's why you named the song Cackling Hags of the House? On my own is not how I got to sell my Bitcoin.
So she's like, you believe what Brin told you, and you've said it to me. There's some truth to it. And she's like, well, yeah, I mean, there's got to be some part of it that, you know, people don't like me or whatever. And she goes, well, the truth was that we got in a car that wasn't working, and then we had to order Uber. That was the truth part. And then Brin and I had a 4-hour conversation in her apartment. And she said, I went to Jenna's and you said, oh, you forgive Aaron about the Jeff Lewis thing. And Brin said, yeah, I forgave her. And she felt so bad. And that's when you responded with, that was fast.
I still have trouble parsing out all this stuff, the Jeff Lewis and the Uber, and like how these two concepts are like linked together, and like the subtleties that they are like litigating and have been for 5 episodes. So,
So she's not mad at Brin anymore, who was the one who was upset that Aaron made the comment on Jeff Lewis. She's mad that Jenna said, wow, it was quick that you guys got forgiveness and moved on. You make no
yes.
sense. You are ridiculous. You're like an organic apple. I just see it sitting there for weeks and think, how did this last so long? How is this still
Wow.
here? This should have been gone a
Wow.
long time ago. Okay.
This
But
is-
it's still here and no one does anything. Does anybody see the apple just sitting here? Why isn't it rotting? Get it out of my kitchen.
I was not expecting organic apples to receive a stray.
My friend
but
just
you
gave
know
me
what? It's
organic
Halloween.
apples that she picked from her own. They're delicious, by the way, and they never go bad. They've been sitting there literally for weeks and they're still good. I'm like, how are you? They're mocking me. Like, you could still eat me. I'm like, no, I'm eating fucking Starburst right now. Why would I want to eat real fruit? I want fruit flavors.
We'll make an apple pie. That way you can have like
They're delicious.
That way
too.
you- yeah, you can have a delicious version of an apple. So Erin was just like, she's like, oh my God, what hurt was that in the subsequent months, it was like you and Brin, and like it felt very fake and very manufactured. I'm like, what? Like this feud that we're actively listening to you in? And Jenna's like, what are you talking about? She's like, come on. She's writing, Jenna is my closest one in the group. Like, to me, it just felt like so inauthentic. Jenna's like, but I didn't do that. She's like, I know, but it started to shift. Jenna's like, look, I barely talk to anyone. I'm in the middle of doing 3 jobs. I'm trying to perfect my colander hair, and I'm trying to be in a relationship, and I'm, on fucking full tilt.
Yeah, well, me too. I don't know if you've heard of a little company called Homegirl. So like it's just like there are certain people in this group that's like it's a message, it's a text, but like with you, I feel like I could just be like that was crazy or whatever, like whatever, it doesn't even matter. She goes, well, I think that it does matter, and Raquel's like, it does matter because you're hurt.
That's
so
art
it
right there.
matters.
That's art. That's art. That's happening. This is conversation's art.
This
So
is it.
Aaron's like, I'm not her. I'm good. It just felt shitty. I'm like, that means you're hurt.
Mhm.
She's like,
Yeah, it's
like,
because you're hurt. That's why. It's what I'm hearing. I don't know if anybody else is hearing this. Guys, I think that Aaron is hurt.
I'm not hurt, guys. It's just that like now Jenna's gonna be friends with this one over here. Jenna's like, you're making assumptions, Aaron, that are not even on the table. The assumptions that I'm friends with any of you people. And Aaron's like, okay, fine. And now Aaron launches into yet another monologue. I sense that Brin started to become jealous of my friendship with Jenna at the reunion, and she saw us getting our hair and makeup done, and which we were doing a lot. And so we see flashbacks of Aaron and Jenna sharing a room, and so at a dressing room, and so Brin keeps coming in, like,
Hey guys, what's going on over here? What's up? A trio, right? Okay, I'm gonna go back to my room, but we can just pretend it's like all of our rooms. Okay, bye.
And she was trying too hard to insinuate a real closeness with Jenna in that. She would keep coming in like,
Jenna, am I right? I don't even know what I'm talking about really, but right, Jenna? We're like this. We like share things, right, Jenna? Have fun, Aaron, with Jenna. Bye, Jenna. Oh my God.
I'm just laughing. I didn't hear actually Jenna's joke, but I'm just gonna laugh because I just know it was funny.
Hold on, my phone's ringing. Hi, Jenna. I can't believe you're already calling me. I was just in your dressing room.
I'm not calling you.
Be quiet, Jenna. It's so good talking to you. Bye, Aaron. I'm gonna go talk to Jenna on the phone in the other room. Show us privacy. Nah.
And then Aaron starts talking about how she knows that Brin saw that Jenna was becoming popular, and then Brin took an opportunity to break up a close friendship. It's like, well, I don't believe that the friendship was that close, but also, shouldn't you be mad at Brin, not Jenna, about this? How are you going to salvage your relationship with Jenna by being mad at her in this situation?
And aren't you doing this because you're jealous that Jenna has a relationship with Sai now? You weirdo.
Well, yeah, what about that?
So Aaron's like, I let someone in, and I don't always let people in, but I did with you. Oh, for Christ's sake, let me back out. You know what I mean? Like everyone's acting like they're doing you a favor by dragging you down into their drama and their trauma and constant stream of negativity. You're not letting me in. You're locking me in. Where's the fucking exit?
Yeah, you're like in Stranger Things. Honestly, it's like you are literally the upside down. It's like, okay, yeah, you let me in, but I didn't. It's not nice in here. Let me out.
They're like, you guys, the walls are moving so boringly. We're just gonna all leave the town. Just give the town to the monsters.
Aaron, did you kill Barb? So Jenna is like, I just want to say this. I'm a bad
She went to
communicator.
lunch with Sai, so I had to eat her.
Erin does sort of have Demigorgon vibes. So she's like, Jenna's like, Happy Halloween, everyone, by the way. Stranger Things references. Jenna's like, I'm bad with communication and I struggle with like little texts and catching up. And I just want you to know, if it makes you happier, I will fall on the sword for something I literally did nothing wrong in, just to make you feel better.
And you know what everyone wants to hear as I'm going to try and be friends. She goes, you know what? I'm going to put this on my calendar and we're going to meet up. We're going to figure this out. Whenever I can, get you in there, we're going to do that. And she's like, it's just that I miss you though. And then they kind of hug. And let's see what else.
Oh, you know what? My bad. I actually put this on my colander, not my calendar. So I don't know if we're going to be able to meet up. What's that up? I actually have a conflict.
Oh my God, there's milk coming out of your nose. I know, I warned you. Don't say I didn't. We're working on it. We're working on it. And that brings us to the end of the episode, everybody. Wow. Keep working on it. Keep working on it, guys. We'll be here. We're still rooting for you. You guys can do this.
You can do it. You can do it. There's enough silliness. There's enough silliness that's there. Just have to just like mix it up. I think we can get it. We can get it to where it needs to be.
Yeah. But in the meantime, just keep skipping work and go get spray tans instead of actually providing anything useful. You know what I mean? That's what I always say. Everybody, thanks so much for being here for Real Housewives of New York, and happy Halloween, you spooky, spooky mother truckers. We'll be back later on today with some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then later this week on our Patreon is a trailer trash of Southern Charm, which is coming back very soon. So go check it out, everybody. We sure love you, and we will talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.